Hey, what's going on, guys? Willis here. We are back with another Destiny 2 video. Obviously, before this video begins, if you guys would like a chance to win the exclusive emblem on screen, we're still doing a giveaway for it, so feel free to leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below, make sure you subscribe to the channel with bell notifications turned on. This isn't required to enter, simply to support the channel. But in this video, guys, we are taking a look at the new subclass coming in Beyond Light. Now, Bungie just released some new information, some new screenshots of the Warlock subclass, and this has got me super excited. So Stasis is the new, I guess, elemental type coming in Beyond Light. It is argued whether it's like the actual darkness or ice. I did some reading and stuff, and apparently it's literally darkness that is in the form of ice, when essentially the Supra is darkness in itself, just in the form of ice. It's super confusing, and yeah, basically it's like ice powers, but it's darkness. We're gonna be taking a look at the Shadebinder, the Warlock version of the Stasis subclasses. I'm assuming they're gonna release more information about the other subclasses later along the line, maybe like one a week. Maybe we'll get Titan next week, and then maybe like Hunters next week. So yeah, I guess let's jump into it. So, welcome to the first in a series of Stasis Spotlight articles, where we'll be taking a look at Stasis via each of the 3 Cloudian classes in Destiny. Stasis is the first new elemental power to Destiny since the original trio of Arc, Solar, and Void. And in its introduction in Beyond Light, we'll have ramifications to players across all aspects of the game, from narrative to combat to the way in which players will customize their Guardian. Each Guardian class will feature a new Stasis subclass with Beyond Light, and as you might expect, each class will use Stasis in a unique way. Stasis is the domain of control, an elemental power that is less about outright aggression and more about careful control of enemy combatants and space. Sometimes even using the powers of Stasis in a defensive way, Hunters zipping by in the blink of an eye while slowing down opponents in Stasis fields, Titans smashing their fists to the ground, launching jagged eruption of Stasis crystals from the earth. No matter which class you prefer, Stasis will change the way you play in Destiny 2. By commanding Stasis in Beyond Light, players will have access to new powers that change their approach to a fight. In combat, Stasis can manifest in multiple ways, including freezing or slowing opponents, creating crystalline stasis structures, and even shattering frozen combatants. The range of options give players more ability to control large-scale fights than ever before. No class embodies the concept of freezing better than the Warlock Shadebinder, which obviously we're going to be talking about in detail in this video. Imbued by stasis energy, the Shadebinder can summon a stasis field that fires projectiles which can freeze opponents, immediately rendering them immobile. The Shadebinder's Penumbral Blast melee attack is quick burst of stasis energy that erupts from the staff and instantly freezes anyone that hits it. Always, Warlocks get the absolute broken melee attack that just isn't just a ranged attack. I don't know why they call it a melee attack when Warlocks just basically have like a mini little Nova Bomb they can shoot out all the time now. From there, the Warlock can either deal with the frozen foes or leave them be and move on to other immediate threats. If you're looking to combine freezing with destruction, look no further than the Shadebinder's super, the Winter's Wrath. Here, the Shadebinder summons their Stasis staff and fires 3 projectiles that instantly freeze opponents. The second stage begins and the fight ends when the Guardian raises the staff, detonates its stasis crystal, and sends a devastating shatter shockwave that disintegrates nearby frozen opponents. So this is cool. You can actually customize your Stasis subclass. I don't know if this is going to be applied to the other Arc, Solar, and Void supers, but if you play Destiny for long enough, you know that choosing the right subclass for each situation can be outright crucial to outcome of a fight. Titans have their bubbles, Warlocks have their wells, skilled Guardians know how important their abilities can be in a pinch. I love how that just completely ignored Hunters, because they know Hunters basically do nothing in team play. But yeah, that was kind of funny. With Beyond Light and Stasis, we're giving you even more flexibility to customize your subclass to your style of play. Each Stasis subclass in Beyond Light will give players the ability to customize abilities like grenades, movement modes, class abilities, and so on. In addition, we've added new layers of customization with the addition of aspects and fragments. So what are these aspects? Aspects manifest as physical items in the world, such as crystallized Vex Conflux or a robotic fallen arm. For example, when slotted in, aspects will offer players new abilities among other effects. These abilities can be mixed and matched freely by the player. Many aspects will have space for fragments to be slotted in. Fragments are also physical items you can discover in the world. When applied to aspects, offer additional passive perks such as stat bonuses that may come with penalties. So they're pretty much like mods you can essentially find in the open world. Aspect upgrades are unique to each Stasis subclass, while fragment slots are class agnostic. How players combine these two different types of upgrades will lead to a range of customizable options. So here we can see these aspect things. I'm assuming you can probably go out and find these. Maybe they're like random drops, like catalysts and stuff. That would be cool. More stuff to chase is always fun. It looks like each Stasis aspect has 3 fragment slots on it, so that's pretty cool. We've got obviously something called the Frost Pulse. So this one actually says a conflux trapped motionless in crystal, infinite possibilities held in tranquil inertia. You unleash the darkness within suspending enemies in harrowing stillness. So this basically makes it so casting your rift generates a shockwave that freezes nearby combatants. Cool. And then in this bottom one here, we've got a fragment, which is a whisper of bonds. So defeating frozen targets with weapons grants you bonus super energy. But this also gives you -10 intellect and -10 discipline. So for an example, a Warlock can find a Frostpult aspect in the world and equip it. This aspect augments their rift ability, which now freezes enemies caught in the field, which is basically what I just said. The Frostpult aspect also has a fragment slot available, allowing further customization. This Warlock decides to slot in the Whisper of Refraction fragment that replenishes some of their class ability upon shattering enemies. They have now set themselves up with a nice 1-2 punch, and if played skillfully, can use this combo frequently. With its focus on freezing and shattering, the Shadebinder subclass promises to give Guardians yet another reason to love their floaty, book-loving Warlocks, but no matter what class you like, all players will be able to take advantage of these aspects and fragments that unlock even more ways to make your Guardian yours. In the next article, coming Thursday, we'll be pointing the Stasis spotlight at the class that loves to punch first. So we were right, it was Titan, the behemoth. In the meantime, check out the Stasis hub page to learn more about Stasis, which I'll leave in the video description. It's a pretty cool page that gives you a lot of information about these Stasis subclasses. But yeah, I'm super excited. Honestly, I think the 2 classes I'm probably going to be playing in Beyond Light is my Titan and Warlock. They're just insanely broken. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to finish up and just take a look at this screenshot which they showed at the start. So obviously the super is called Winter's Wrath. The Shatter Shockwave. So essentially how it works is you activate this super, it will fire out 3 projectiles that will freeze anything that hits on impact. You can then activate your Shatter Shockwave to pretty much, yeah, shatter anything that's frozen, instantly killing them. A pretty cool CC subclass. Don't know if it's going to compete in PvP with all the other just absolute face roll subclasses that just one-shot people. Yeah, it can be cool to mess around with. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave a link in the video description. Be sure to leave a like, jump in the Discord, discord.gg/Willis, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.